Hi everybody, this is Jazz, aka Trend Trader for you. So this week I've decided to do analysis on Dow Jones Industrial Average, weekly and the daily chart instead of doing the SPY analysis. And there's a reasoning behind it. One of the members talked about comparing a Dow Jones Industrial Average with the Dow Jones Transportation Index, and I'll go over that and try to see if it makes more sense to you guys. Okay, so as far as the Dow Jones analysis, weekly chart, as you can see clearly, uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. Nothing different than the SPY chart, right, that we've been talking about. So let's connect a couple trend lines. Okay, you have higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. Okay, connecting. You have a little bit of consolidation going on right now, as you could see your lower highs and your higher lows. Okay, these are your lower highs, these are your higher lows. Possible break out of this kind of pattern. It doesn't matter, if it's a symmetrical pattern or a triangle or a flag or whatever, right? But what's more important is understanding the price action of what's going on right now, how long the price has been, you know, traveling in this area. Okay, how long the price has been trading in this area. As you could see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10 to 12 days just been going consolidating, and this is not a swing trading kind of environment. This could be definitely day trading, but not as a swing trader, just completely chop. What you want to see as a swing trader, maybe something like this: nice swing, comes down, nice swing up, comes down, nice swing up. This is where people are getting basically slaughtered. All these swing traders trying to go long, next minute they're short, and next minute they're long and getting stopped out, etc., etc. So as you could see, this is a bullish candle. A lot of bottoming pressure. Bulls pushed it up all the way and closed it up all the way at the top. Going down into the daily chart, same thing, same thing. Can you trade this? You can definitely trade that sideways action, but in a different time frames. You can go down into hourly time frame, you can go down to 30-minute time frame. You can definitely trade this kind of stuff. And as you can see, beautiful breakout of this, right? Beautiful breakout of this. We still have this high that was made around March 2nd, 2015 of 18288.63. So let's see if price attempt to comes in here and possibly break out, put another leg up to the uptrend. And if you could see to the left of this candle, resistance tested once, twice, third time, fourth time, fifth time, and sixth time is finally breaking out of this, right? Which is good thing, which is healthy for an uptrend to continue. Other than that, your price is, I don't have the SMAs on this chart. In daily time frame, your price is above 20, 50, and 200. 200 is around 17, and your 20 and 50 is around 17,959 area. But this is definitely above those SMAs. So let's go back into the weekly. What I wanted to talk about is I'm going to delete these lines. Okay, this one, that's the consolidation area. Okay, so let me do something. Okay, I'm going to go back, look 10 years of data on Dow Jones. Okay, and I'll show you why these trend lines are there. I'm going to add in, okay, add study, compare with the Dow Jones DJT Transportation. Okay, you can see you have a nice purple line. You can change this if you right click on it, edit. You can change it to a candle, right? If you look at it, you can change a candle, but all I'm doing is comparison. Line charts are best for comparison over years of data, because it's just all you're doing is comparison. You're not seeing, okay, where was the red candle, where was the green candle made. I like that to look at in a current chart that I'm looking at, but you don't need to do that as a comparison. Okay, so what we're noticing in here is something different. So let's look at the chart. I'm going to basically zoom in. Okay, as of current, you see how your trend on the Dow Jones and DJT. Let me get the trend line tool out. You have beautiful, right, higher highs and higher lows. So as Dow Jones is making highs, your transportation indices is also making high. As this is making high, right, making highs, right? Beautiful. Meaning that is a convergence. Okay, convergence meaning there is some kind of uniformity in there. They're united. They are, as the Dow Jones is going up, your transportation is also going up in the same direction and at the same time. That is important, that at the same time it's going up. So basically, if you go down in here, okay, when you zoom in, you see, don't concentrate on this purple line, concentrate on this candle. So you see this higher highs on this green candle, and this red candle. Every single candle is making a high above prior candle, right? Meaning the your trend is up, right? Your trend is up. There's enough demand for the prices to push up. But at the same time, your this line comparison, you could see right there, line DJT. If you connect these, right, you had a, make it even reasonable, right? You had this, the high around this was 978, actually it's around 18284, right? Same high on these purple, right? But see how you see the lower highs are being made here. Also, if you at the same time your Dow Jones is making highs, but your transportation is making lows. If you look at this one too, right? You are making lows here while your Dow Jones is making or consolidating or making highs. So let's go back to the previous, okay? Let's go back, keep going, and I just put these lines out, right? Highs, 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 highs. What happened here, guys? This is what you call divergence, right? Okay, this is what you call your, do this, okay? You had highs in here, right? Dow Jones was making highs. What happened here, guys? What happened here was something that changed the trend, right? Changed the trend of it. When did it start changing? Right there, if you see, right around here, nice trend on this chart, red and green candle chart, right? Nice, beautiful trend. Your transportation started going down, lower highs, right? This is lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and a lower high. You had a clue here, okay? This is somewhat of an advanced lesson, but if you were to concentrate on it, you will understand what I'm trying to say in here is you had highs in the Dow Jones Industrial, but your transportation was showing you some weakness, okay? You see this downtrend in here? Instead of going the same direction with the Dow Jones, your transportation was actually going down. So what happened around here? You see how you had a big clue that as soon as your lower highs, this high was made, had a big move down on there, right? It was trying to catch up with the transportation, right? So from 13,642, price goes down to almost, guys, that's you talking about almost 13, about 1,000 points, right? So you're talking about 1,000 points to the downside on Dow, and you're getting somewhat of a indication from what? You're getting the indication of transportation. Hey, look out. Even though Dow Jones is going up, but I am going down. And eventually, I am going to push this Dow Jones down too. What happened here? Comes down 1,000 points, right? 1,000 points it comes down. See how this started making highs again? Let's take this up, right? Your highs were starting making right there on your transportation, and at the same time Dow Jones started making highs too. So this was a huge clue that whoever saw, right, whoever saw it, in fact, I didn't see this, right? I'm only watching this chart because somebody in the group, they talked about it, and I just went in there, started doing my own technical analysis by comparing these two charts, and this was literally giving you a weakness right around there. You had more than enough time to, if not call the top, there's, really hard to call the top. People who are trying to call the top, they're more often they're proven wrong, and eventually 9 out of 10 they're going to be proven wrong. One time they're gonna call the top, and those people are gonna brag about it. They're gonna, oh, I called the top, I called the top. But there's no need to call the top, okay? All you have to see is some kind of weakness coming in, and this played huge role in it. And I'll even show you and around the 2006 area how it actually gave even more signals, okay? So this was, if once it started going down, you would have easily gotten out right around here, right? This is again things I'm looking at a weekly chart. You can go down to daily chart, you'll start seeing the weakness, okay? Like I talk about in my other analysis where, you know, you look at that weekly trend. If the weekly trend is up, good, but you start seeing your, daily trend for weakness, right? And this is, you would definitely saw this kind of weakness as it was coming down, even right around here, right? Right around here. So that would have saved you from 13208. Let's just be reasonable. 13208 to 12609. You're talking about, roughly 600 to 800 points right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good of a, risk reward that you were taking, or somebody could have shorted it. So let's go back, show you guys something else. Okay, where was I notice? Right here, guys. This is the crash time, right? 2006 and 2007. This was huge. Okay, if you guys look, at this, guys, this is where your Dow Jones started making highs, right? You see this green candle, and that followed up by another green candle, then another green candle, right? This was around 2000, late 2010, October 2010, okay? And what was happening with the Dow Jones Transportation? Boom, big move to the downside, right? What happens here? Huge low was created from here all the way to here. That is a big divergence. Now I'm comparing this purple line, okay? I'm sorry if it's a little confusing. It's okay. This is supposed to be an advanced lesson, but you see how your candles are making high after high, but your transportation is actually, or Dow Jones Transportation is actually put a sharp new low, high, and a lower low. Big move to the downside. Let me go back in here. Time level. What happens here, guys? This was a huge clue right in there, right? Highs, huge move to the downside on the your Dow Jones Industrials. Even if you didn't get out here, as it was going down, as this was going down, it was still keep on making these lows, right? Even if you miss this whole board all the way from here, again, it's hard to call it top. You need to see a weakness, and if you do call it top and you're, right, maybe 1 out of 4 times, maybe, okay, you're good, because you only got stopped out 3 times now instead of getting stopped out 9 times, right? So we don't need to do that. We don't need to call the top. We just need to alert ourselves, okay? And at that point, your chart is the one that will give you 1,000 clues, okay? It'll give you the clues after clues after clue. And that's just one chart. I'm just talking about Dow chart. You can go to SPY, and this just drawing a simple trend line will give you a clue that what trend is about to end. And maybe you can add with something else, some indicator or some kind of other study or analysis or whatever you want to do. So even right here, you start getting all these lower highs and lower lows. So by the time you had this, Dow was right around here. Okay, so you had more than enough weakness, or once the price broke this area right there, okay, right around there, you would have been alerted, it's time to get out. And that was the December of 2007. Ever since 2008 started, big move to the downside, guys. Big move. This was a big divergence, okay? Divergence meaning your market was going up, okay, but your Dow Jones Industrials, or I'm sorry, Dow Jones Transportation was going down. That was a big enough clue, and that is exactly what you saw right in here, right in there, but it reversed from here. Did it? How badly it went down in here? By the time it reversed, it was, see how eventually they both caught up. They both caught up with each other, and this is what you call a convergence, right? Unified in uniformity, and at the same time you have both going down. Then you have a downtrend going on at the same time too, right? So at this point there is just a simple convergence, but the clue was given right around this area where this was making highs, this was making lows. Your clue was, even if you didn't get out here, there was another base break in here, you could have gotten out here. If definitely around this area, when he came back to retest this older resistance. In fact, I even see a head and shoulder in here. Look at this, a head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Break of that would have been, they're just clues all over, right? All you just gotta go in there, start analyzing the chart. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, that this is what we're somewhat of a seeing, right? I'm not saying, or it's just my opinion, okay? I'm not saying that we might see a correction, because what I'm looking at a chart is a consolidating chart right now. So I'm definitely bullish in the weekly chart. I'm definitely bullish because of this consolidation that is going on. But you want to be aware of what are other things that you can line up with, which will support your analysis if the prices were to go down. Okay, you're seeing some lower lows in the Dow Jones transportation, while your Dow Jones itself, the industrial average, is making highs. Okay, so just keep an eye on it. Okay, and be cautious about it. I'm going to just pause it here. Okay, and I'm going to actually lay out where the support and supports are. Okay, if this move were to go down, I'm gonna go into the daily and name out those, or line up those supports for my paid members, because they deserve it. And if you want to become a paid member, just go to my website, www.trendtrader numeric 4 and the alphabet U for you, and you got nothing to lose. Okay, the uh, amount of resources you're gonna gain is you're gonna be ahead of a lot of other traders just by signing up for a month. And the chat room trial is right now going on for just for 1 week. Try it out. You got nothing to lose. Just come in there, hang out with me, listen to the pre-market analysis, listen to what I have to say, and just coolest features of this a chat room where everything is fixated, especially your news, the alerts, and if there's a swing trade or if there's a day trade, everything is right there. And I share my screen. I've even decided to put my screen um, on the uh, actual chat room itself at all times. So one of the screens just goes on there at all times. Okay, so I'm just going to pause it here and going to talk to the members about those support and resistance areas.